Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé, Cara licks Darcy SB00B not once, but twice. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After's tell-all has officially gone off the rails. Things got really wild when Cara was caught licking Darcy's bust. Not once but twice. Yes, she did it twice, and viewers are still rubbing their eyes, replaying the clip, and wondering what actually went wrong with these stars. But here comes the main shocking thing. Cara didn't make this wild move alone behind the wraps, she did it right in front of her husband and the entire cast. She wasn't hesitating while Darcy evidently enjoyed the moment. Is this true? What is this all about? Why did she do this? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot. After having an explosive tell-all and screaming at the top of their lungs, the 90 Day Fiancé cast decided to have a fun moment. Some of them gathered in a room and chose to play Truth or Dare. However, this wasn't any other Truth or Dare game as it crossed every limit, and viewers are still picking up their dropped jaws. Apparently, Matt was asked to suck Jasmine's toes, and the latter was the happiest person alive. In an exclusive clip by Extra TV, Bronny's gathered all his life's courage to touch Pineda's toe and ran straight away to the washroom to wash his mouth. Well, this got worse when Jasmine didn't agree to wash her feet before this stunt and even claimed that she walked barefoot in the bathroom. 90 Day Fiancé star Darcy Silva decided to choose Dare, and viewers weren't really surprised by her choice. But Jasmine Pineda had something wild in her mind. She dragged Cara into the game and asked Darcy to let Cara suck her nipples. Yes, she actually said that, and the entire cast wasn't able to believe their eyes at all. What about Cara? Well, she didn't even know how to react as she was casually eating a sandwich when she was suddenly forced to lick someone's bust. However, it seemed that Cara didn't mind it much, as she comfortably handed over her sandwich to Jasmine and marched towards Darcy, who was waiting for her with open arms and an open bust. However, Cara made it clear that she would only lick Silva's boob and not her nipple. Cara went straight to Darcy, closed her eyes, and did the job. Just when she thought the agony was over, Julia screamed that she didn't see it. She practically begged Cara to do it once again, exclusively for her. Again, the latter decided to give best friend goals to the world, and just for Julia, did it again. Yes, she did it twice. While viewers were expecting Cara to do the exact same thing that Matt did after sucking Jasmine's toe, she casually went back and resumed eating her sandwich. This made fans not only squirm in their seats but also wonder whether it was actually Cara's first time or not. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. The lights were too bright, the music was too loud, and the producers were too excited. That was always a red flag. Anytime the crew looked like they'd chugged 3 coffees and a contract extension, the cast knew something messy was about to happen. And on this particular night, the mess arrived in 6-inch heels, a glittering mini dress, and the familiar cloud of hairspray that preceded Darcy Silva into every room she entered. Darcy pushed through the curtains backstage of the 90 Day Fiancé after party, her voice already echoing through the hallway before the cameras even swung toward her. Where's my glam light? Where's my shimmer spray? Where's my moment? She was buzzing with that signature energy, nervous, fabulous, and one small crisis away from an emotional monologue. Cara, on the other hand, was the opposite. Cool, casual, the type to smirk her way through drama rather than cause it. But tonight, she was wired. Too, there was a mischievous electricity about her that made producers trail her like moths chasing a sparkler. No one knew exactly what they were looking for, but they were ready. And Cara, she was about to give them enough footage to feed the fandom for a decade. It all started at the champagne station. Darcy leaned over the table, admiring herself in the reflection of a gold-rimmed ice bucket. "You know what I need," she said, tapping her chest like she was adjusting an imaginary diamond corsage. "More volume. More sparkle. More." "Darcy." Kara snorted. "You don't need more anything. You're already at maximum capacity." Darcy turned, laughing in that breathy, dramatic way only she could pull off. "Stop, babe. You're such a flirt." Kara picked up a bottle of champagne, spun the cork between her fingers, and grinned. "Me flirt never. I just observe greatness." The champagne popped. Darcy gasped. Confetti cannons went off because apparently production couldn't resist an opportunity to make everything look like New Year's Eve. And in the chaos, as Darcy stumbled from surprise and Kara reached to steady her, two things happened simultaneously. Darcy slipped. Kara caught her. Darcy's dress did not cooperate. The neckline, already daring, shifted a millimeter too far south. Nothing scandalous happened, but it looked scandalous enough for a producer to whisper into a headset like they'd just spotted a celebrity sighting. Darcy shrieked, mortified, clutching her dress. "Kara! Did you see that?" Kara, ever theatrical, widened her eyes and pressed a hand to her chest. "Darcy! Babe! I didn't just see it. I saved you from a wardrobe malfunction witnessed by all of Los Angeles." But as Darcy adjusted herself dramatically, of course the strap snapped again. A tiny slip. A second fumble. Another shriek. And Kara lunged a second time to help, hands hovering, trying desperately not to make the situation worse. To any outsider, it looked like slapstick comedy. To the cameraman who zoomed in like a wildlife documentarian capturing a rare species, the moment was instant reality TV gold. To fans online later, clipped and shared without context, it would look like Kara wasn't helping but somehow causing chaos. Twice. Two slips. Two catches. Two meme-worthy moments. Backstage erupted into panicked giggles, gasps, and at least 3 people yelling, "We need a wardrobe supervisor!" Immediately. But Darcy, flustered, sparkling, and slightly dizzy from the adrenaline, clutched Kara's arm. "Why does this always happen to me? Why every time I try to be fabulous, I end up fighting my clothes like they're jealous of me?" Kara snorted again. "Honestly, I think your dress is trying to steal your spotlight." Darcy gasped. "It would. I knew it had attitude when I put it on." The two women burst into laughter, loud, unfiltered, the kind that softened every edge of the chaos around them. If fans saw the whole moment, uncut, they'd know it was nothing but a wardrobe mishap turned comedy routine. But fans never got uncut footage. They got whatever edit made the most noise. The producers, of course, smelled viral potential like sharks smell blood in the water. "Kara," one of them said, jogging over. "Can we get a confessional from you? Just a quick reaction to the situation." Kara grinned. "Which situation? Slip 1 or slip 2? The producer beamed. "Exactly." Darcy, still clutching her neckline like she was protecting national treasure, huffed. "You're going to make it look like she attacked me, aren't you?" "We would never," the producer lied, smiling too wide. "Oh, they're absolutely going to," Kara whispered to her, laughing. Darcy sighed dramatically. "Fine. But make sure you get my good side. And blur anything that needs blurring. I don't want the world thinking my dress is disrespectful." "We will be tasteful," the producer lied for a second time. The confessional booth lights flickered on. Kara sat in the chair, crossing one leg over the other like she'd walked onto a late-night talk show. So, she began, Darcy had a tiny like microscopic wardrobe situation. Twice. And I, being the responsible adult in the room, saved the day. Twice. If anything, I deserve a medal. Cut to Darcy's confessional, where she sat proudly posing, chest safely secured with enough fashion tape to hold together a small building. Kara's wild. She's chaos. She's like a beautiful, mischievous hurricane. And yes, she caught me twice. But honestly, thank God she did. Because if she hadn't, you would have seen way more Darcy than TLC was ready to air. Back at the after party, with her outfit secured and her dignity restored, Darcy lifted her champagne glass. To double disaster, she declared. Cara tapped her glass to hers. And double rescue. Fans, of course, would never stop talking about the moment. Some would swear Cara did it on purpose. Some would swear it was staged. Some would zoom in on blurry footage until they convinced themselves something outrageous had happened. But those who were actually there knew the truth: 2 slips. 2 catches. 0 scandal. A million memes. And Darcy she'd survived worse. Next time, she sighed to Cara as they rejoined the crowd, I'm wearing armor. Cara grinned. Next time, I'm staying 3 feet away from you. But they both knew they wouldn't. After all, chaos loved them. And they loved it right back.